What's up, everybody? Wes here to talk about your workout for Tuesday. Yesterday we did that first baseline. We're going to take a break from the baselines, get to the other ones later this week. First, we'll start out with strength today as a descending rep scheme of bent over row. Those are going to be with the bar. As we go from 15, 12, 12, and 10, the idea is that we can build in weight as those reps are decreasing. We'll be in that good hip hinge position. Grab the bar. And we're pulling towards lower chest, upper stomach, kind of that sternum area, squeezing those shoulder blades as we pull up. Between sets of bent over row, we're going to go to a new movement. We haven't done this before, I don't think, but a bar rollout. The goal here is that we're going to be working our core, but getting the full range of motion can be difficult. So keep an eye on whether you're faulting and doing some, either closing the hip or having to shoot the butt back to get back up to the starting position. You'll see it here in a second. But what we want to try to do is stay open and in that strong hollow position as long as we can. So we'll be here and I'm on my knees. What I want my hips is to be fully open. I'm going to roll out slowly. You're going to feel that squeeze in the core. Okay, and if you can only go out this far and then back up, that's fine. But what we don't want to see is as if I'm rolling out, I have to sort of close, right? My hips bend. I'm now totally bent up and then I have to come back up, taking that tension off of the core. We should just limit the motion instead of going further out and having to do that. So go out as far as you can comfortably, keeping those hips open here and then back up to the top. This can be a challenging movement, so you can do anywhere between 5 and 7, but really play around with the distance that you're going to keep it quality. Once we get into the workout, we're going to have 3 rounds of a 400-meter run, 30 box jumps, and 20 toes to bar. So a lot of volume here for all 3 of these, a lot of running, a lot of jumping, a lot of toes to bar. The goal here is going to be to finish in less than 16 minutes. 16 minutes is going to be that time cap. Pretty good pace on the run. We come back in, find a nice steady pace on the box jumps. Should be right about 2 minutes to finish all 30. Remember, as we're getting set up on our box jumps, you come in, you're tired from the run, make sure you see the box, get loaded up, get into that good power position, so then jump, stand, step back off, and go. Once you get comfortable and you've recovered from the run a little bit, you can try to pick the pace up on those just a little bit. Finish those box jumps in about 2 minutes, like I said. If it's taking you longer than 2, we can either lower the height of the box, we could go to plate jumps, or you can just see how many you can get in that 2 minutes. As we go to our toes to bar, these should be in 3 to 4 sets. If we're doing a full toes to bar, think about doing a big chunk and then seeing what we can chip away at to get to our 20. Try to pace that out where you're not reaching that fatigue level. If we need to do a mixture of toes to bar and then either a toes to something or a kipping knee raise, we can do that too, but try to get a good chunk in of that difficult movement and then default to your next movement down the line. As I turn this, I can show our different options for the toe bar. So as we get set up, we'll start sort of from the bottom and work our way up. Since it's a big set of 20, even if we're scaling, this should be something that we pick a couple movements where maybe we're not having to, where we can't go straight through and we are having to break this up, maybe in 2, 3, or 4 sets. So we could just go, if you really want to work on just your kip swing, we could just do that, where we're swinging back and forth, working on that push down on the bar as I swing, initiating that movement with the shoulders. So that could be just what we do today. If you have a hard time stringing together 5, 10 kipping swings, that could be your movement. Building up from that, we could go to a kipping knee raise. So now we're bringing those knees up just slightly. The shoulder is still initiating that movement as I'm coming through. We could go then toes to something, kicking our toes up to where I'm comfortable. Okay, as we're going, sometimes it helps too if you start with those lower swings, kick your way up all the way to the bar. If we have our full toes bar, we're here. Think about looking up at the bar push down and then swing through, keeping that tension in the body, the more momentum you're going to have getting those toes up to the bar. One other thing to keep in mind on those toes to the bar, some people like the legs to be straight. Some people like more of that knee tuck and then kick. Find what's more comfortable for you, and you can practice that when you're doing toes to something. So real quick, when you're on your toes to something and you're here, you can actually bend the knees if you know you're going to tuck them and start working on getting them higher and higher as you go. Good luck on today's workout. Break up those box jumps and toes to bars needed. Be safe on the box. Everybody have fun.